I married a Korean billionaire, but on the morning after our wedding, his mother handed me a contract to disappear from his life forever. I should have known something was wrong. The wedding was too perfect, too quiet, too controlled. There was no laughter, no warmth, just expensive smiles and silent judgment, especially from her. His mother didn't look at me like a daughter-in-law, she looked at me like a mistake. I met Jae-hyun a year earlier. Cold, untouchable, powerful, the kind of man people whispered about. At first, he barely noticed me. I was just the African girl working 2 jobs in Seoul, trying to survive. But somehow, I became the only person he couldn't ignore. He wasn't kind at first, but he was consistent. He showed up, he listened, and slowly he let me in. The night he proposed, he said something I'll never forget. "My world is not kind, but I will protect you from it." I believed him. That was my first mistake, because the next morning, his world finally showed itself. She walked into our penthouse like she owned the air we were breathing. Perfect posture, diamond earrings, ice in her eyes. She didn't greet me, didn't smile. She simply sat down and slid a document across the table. "Sign this," she said. I stared at it, my hands shaking, my heart already knowing what I was about to read. A divorce agreement, pre-written, pre-signed, with a number at the bottom so large, it didn't feel real. "You will leave Korea," she said calmly. "You will never contact my son again." Then she leaned closer and whispered, "Women like you don't belong in families like mine." I felt it, the sting. Not just rejection, but erasure. "I'm not signing this," I said. My voice was quiet, but it didn't break. For the first time, she smiled, but it wasn't kind. "Then you don't understand the situation," she said. And that's when she dropped the first bomb. Jae-hyun didn't marry me for love. My chest tightened. My ears rang. "He married you because we told him to," she continued. A scandal was coming. He needed a distraction. My heart didn't shatter, it froze. Every moment, every word, every touch, was it all fake? I couldn't breathe, so I did the only thing I could. I went looking for the truth. That's when I found the second phone. Hidden, locked, but not hidden well enough. And what I saw destroyed everything. Messages. Hundreds of them. From a woman. "I miss you. When will this fake marriage end? You promised me." My hands went cold. So it was true. I wasn't his wife. I was his cover. I didn't cry. I didn't scream. I signed the contract, packed my things, and left. No goodbye. No explanation. No closure. Just silence. For 3 months, I disappeared. Until one night, there was a knock on my door. I opened it, and there he was. Jae-hyun. But he didn't look powerful. He didn't look untouchable. He looked broken. "Why did you leave?" he asked. I laughed, not because it was funny, but because it hurt too much not to. "Ask your mother," I said. He shook his head. "No, what did she tell you?" And that's when I realized something was wrong. She told me everything: the contract, the scandal, the other woman. Silence. Then his face changed. Not guilt, not fear, rage. "There is no other woman," he said. My heart stopped. "What?" He stepped closer, his voice low and shaking. "The messages you saw were sent from my company's secured line." My mind raced. That didn't make sense. Then he said the one thing I wasn't ready for. "My mother has been controlling my life for years." Everything went still. He told me she created the scandal, the pressure, even the illusion of someone else. I felt sick. "She knew I wouldn't leave you," he said softly. "So, she made sure you would leave me." My chest tightened. The contract, he never approved it. The messages, fabricated. I couldn't process it. All this time, I thought I was unwanted, but I was manipulated. And just like that, everything changed. I looked at him, really looked at him. Not the billionaire, not the cold man I met, but the man who chose me, even when it cost him everything. "I lost my company," he said quietly. "My family cut me off." Then he looked at me like I was the only thing left. "But I didn't lose you, right?" My heart broke all over again. Because now, the decision was mine. Do I walk away from a man who is never truly free, Or do I stay and fight a battle that almost destroyed me once? I took a step back, looked him in the eyes, and said, "If I stay, your mother loses." Then I paused. Are you ready for that? What would you do in my position? Would you stay or walk away? Subscribe for more love stories.